Well, that was weird. Come out here with a camera and I try to start recording and it won't on my 32 gig card, and then I formatted it thanks to the easy way to format cards on the Drift, and now it's good to go. But that was kind of weird for a second. Everybody will be very happy today. As you can see in this reflection, I have my gear on. Yay! No squidding comments. I'm just messing with you guys, but God, do I get some shit if I wear my Icon Striker vest. So, you see all these clouds in the sky? Well, some of them are rain clouds, and it's supposed to start raining at about 6 o'clock. I don't know if you can see the Infinity trying to get in my lane. So yeah, it's supposed to rain at about 6 o'clock today. I don't know if you can tell by my cluster, but it's 3:16. So I've got a couple hours before it starts raining. But even worse than rain is traffic will start picking up at about 4:30 to 5, and no motorcyclist wants to be in this heat. Hey, there's the rain clouds, looks like over there. Anyway, since it's gonna rain today, it's crazy how hot it's been here in Georgia lately, but it's also been horrible thunderstorms. Like really freaking bad. My power's gone out a couple times. Internet's been shaky sometimes. It's really retarded. But anyway, what I was gonna say is it's crazy how cool it gets right before it rains, because you go from like 100 and something degree heat with like Georgia humidity, and then randomly you have it's really cool and great, and then it starts thundering and pouring. That is a what is that called? Airport. God. So in light of the weather lately, I wanted to talk today about squidding. It seems to be an extremely popular and granted controversial topic between YouTube people. I say YouTube people because it encompasses vloggers and the guys that just comment. But yeah, so squidding. I want to preface this whole vlog, this whole topic, that with the fact that this is my opinion, and in being my opinion, that thing has a little hat. That's awesome. Yeah, so with this being my opinion, I can basically say whatever I want, and you can't tell me I'm wrong. So I just wanted to get that out there. I want to let you guys know how I feel about that term and what it means to me and shit like that. And I'm not looking to start some type of vocabulary feud with anybody. But I live in Atlanta, Georgia. I don't know, where you are watching this. But I think we should turn. Can I turn in this lane? Yes, I can. Okay. So yeah, what's a squid to me? I feel like I have a much broader. I use that term in a more broad sense. A lot of people say guys that don't wear gear are squids. And a lot of people say somebody that rides stupid is a squid. So everybody has their own little definition for it. I feel like a squid, dude. You got a branch on your car or some. I feel like a squid is a culmination of, it is not wearing the right gear. But notice I said the right gear, because calling someone a squid is a real situational term. For instance, riding around town, like riding And obviously even that's situational because, you know, what kind of town? Are you talking like a big town or a small town? Are you talking heavy traffic, low traffic? So everything's situational in this conversation. But let's just say you're riding around town, you know, and we'll use Atlanta, for example, since we're here. Actually, we're kind of in the outskirts, but it doesn't matter. If you're riding around town, there is no need to be wearing a one-piece leather suit. You know what I mean? Sure, it'll help you if you fall, or if somebody wrecks into you. If you have a good leather suit and it has good armor, you know, throughout the suit, that'll help you. It'll reduce your injury more. Is it absolutely required? No, not at all. One thing that I get a lot of response from is when I wear my my Icon striker vest. And if you guys don't know what that is, I'll put a picture up of the Icon striker vest. But basically what it is, it's a back protector with a chest piece. And the chest piece is kind of meh. I mean, I wouldn't wear it for the chest piece. I wear it for the back protection. And it covers up only your back and like the upper part of your chest, or your chest, like right above your stomach. I also want to say that I don't know where I'm going, so we might get lost here. So anyway, that's what an Icon striker vest is. When it's really hot here and I'm not going very far, I will wear that for my body gear. I have there's stuff I always wear. I don't ride without it. I don't ride without shoes, like correct shoes. I don't ride without gloves. And I don't ride without a helmet, obviously, because that's against the law. So those are my three, and pants 90% of the time. If I don't even want to say that. I only say that because there's that one video that I had to ride home in shorts. But if I had the choice, I would never do that. Okay, so it's always pants of some sort, at least blue jeans, gloves, helmet, shoes. No sandals, no open-toed shoes. It all has to be closed-toed. I don't really require myself to wear boots all the time because it's not it doesn't work out for my schedule and shit. But anyway, back to the whole squid topic. So like I was saying, it's situational. When I ride around town, no, I'm not going to wear my leather suit. When I ride in the mountains, I will not ride in the mountains without my leather suit. Dead minimum to ride in the mountains are boots, gloves, helmet, jacket, should be leather. But if it's mesh, I mean, it's better than nothing. And at least, you know, these little riding pants that are also mesh. Just, you know, if you're going to ride hard, it really doesn't make sense. It really doesn't make sense to ride hard without the right gear, because you know when you ride hard, your chances of falling or going down are a lot more, you know, a lot higher. You have a much better chance of going down when you're pushing your bike. But you know, I understand the argument that when you're in town, you got cars all around you, and you know they don't see you half the time, so it's very likely that they could run into you. So I'm not saying it's okay or it's fine to not wear gear or not wear like full gear, but I mean it's just like a risk assessment type thing. So original topic. I'm doing like subtopics. Original topic. What do I consider a squid? A squid is somebody that, I mean, I'm trying to think of the words that will encompass everything I think, because I don't want to say anything off and then you guys take it a certain way. I'll start out with saying I don't think wearing a striker vest going 4 miles down the road is a squid, right? I will say a squid in general does, let's see, I don't even know, it's such a crazy and technical term. I kind of want to say that a squid does things that are out of his comfort zone, if that makes a little sense. Like pushes himself too far, but then that would encompass riders that are on the track and trying to get better lap times and push themselves more, and get close to wrecking. That would encompass that, so that doesn't work. I mean, I guess you could just really, really boil it down to a squid is a motorcycle rider that just does really stupid stuff. And when you start saying the word stupid, you start, that as soon as you say does stupid stuff, that becomes subjective to who you're talking to. Like somebody that does wheelies all the time, they're not going to think doing wheelies is stupid. And guys, like normal people that don't do wheelies and don't understand how to do it, they could consider that stupid. You see what I'm saying? So when somebody calls somebody else a squid, it really means absolutely nothing other than to that one person. Because the reason they're calling them a squid could be completely different. Like your definition can be completely different from the next person's. So there's no way people's definition of a squid is going to match. There's no way. So that's really, I know I've said a lot, but I've really said nothing. But that's kind of how I feel. Like, just calling somebody a squid because they don't wear full gear. What's that little thing that everybody puts on shit? All the gear, all the time shit. I got it. I get that that's a thing, and you should wear your gear all the time. But it's down to the person and their, risk assessment. I agree with all the gear all the time as far as, shoes, pants, gloves, helmet. I agree with you there, but, and this is, like I said in the beginning, this is all my opinion, so you are free to disagree. But for me, the chest piece, what kind of jacket, or if a jacket, that's really just down to the situation. I always want my legs all the way covered. So I said in a recent video, whatever you don't cover is what you don't mind losing. I think that's really extreme, I don't feel that a jacket is gonna, like, if I'm gonna lose my arms for having my Icon Striker vest on, that kind of damage would penetrate a jacket. You know what I'm saying? Like, my arms aren't gonna get severed. A jacket's not gonna stop my arms from getting severed off, is what I'm trying to say. So, yeah, it's just a really subjective term that's going to change depending on who you talk to and who you ask about it. So, I'm not saying don't use the term. I'm just saying you need to understand what you're saying. Like, use the term how you want to, but know that when you call somebody a squid, that person's not going to take it the exact same way that that you meant it. I guess that's what it all boils down to, is you're using a term that is not going to mean the same thing. You really should use a blinker. That's what they're for. So, yeah, just know that, and you should be good to go with using that term. I tend to shy away from that term just because I'm not a big fan of it, and for the obvious reasons that I've pointed out. You're not going to go, right? That's retarded. So yeah, guys. I guess what would be interesting is if you posted in the comments down there what is your personal definition of a squid? Since I've spent, Jesus, I don't even know how long talking about it. What is your personal definition? And like I said, I don't want you guys to start arguing like, no, I'm right, because it's a completely subjective thing and everybody's going to be different. And no, it's not like a right or wrong, it's just how you feel. So post down there what you think is a squid or what you define a squid as. And I've been interested to see what the different requirements are for a squid. So yeah, what do you guys consider a squid? Let me know in the comments. And good God, this road is a Bombay. Yeah, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Later, guys. Jesus, was that not the most difficult and long video I've ever made? It had to be like 20 minutes. That shit's gonna get cut.